All right guys, today we are doing some more striper fishing in this warm water power plant discharge. Stick around, I got a feeling we're gonna catch some. Okay, this is the same A-rig as last time, but I got a little bit bigger paddle tails on there, and they are chartreuse and pearl, as opposed to, I think it was like chartreuse and gold on the last ones I was using, but they're a little tiny bit bigger. First cast. Okay, weren't getting them on the boat. Let's try to get them from the bank. That's a funny sign. Return unwanted fish to the water. Crazy that you have to tell people that. Absolutely crazy. Fish, 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 fish. Not a big one. Oh, is that a hybrid? A hybrid or a big white bass? Okay, is that, yeah, that's just a really big white bass. Wow. Guys, that's my PB white bass. That's a white bass, not a hybrid. That thing's a freaking chunk. He actually got 2 paddle tails. I don't know how that happened. Dude, that thing is a freaking chunk for a white bass. That's a freaking tank of a white bass. I think it's 2 pounds. Yep, 219, holy cow, PB white bass. Let's put this guy back. There he goes. That's the 3rd PB I've caught at this spot. I mean, you know, white bass isn't exactly like a super high up there species, but that's a PB. That was a freaking chunk white bass. That was pretty crazy. I mean, it's really not that crazy. This is like a, you know, it's a white bass spot. There's a lot of white bass here. I just didn't expect to get a personal best white bass. I don't know, when do you ever expect to get a personal best though? Guys, even if I don't catch any striper today, if I just catch a bunch of white bass like that, I will still be happy. That's still a good day. But I would really like to get a couple stripers. Or is it striper? I don't know, what's the plural of striper? Is it stripers or stripers? Somebody tell me. Got one, big one. Oh my gosh, big one. Oh my gosh. Guys, that's big, that's freaking huge. I think it's a 10+ pounder maybe. Maybe not a 10, but that's a big fish. Got him. Okay, he was just fighting really hard. That's still really big though. That's like a 7 pounder, maybe an 8 pounder. Go ahead and tear my A-rig up there, buddy. Yeah, he freaking choked that thing. All right, guys, first striper of the day right here. Not a bad fish by any means. Let's get a quick weight on him. I'm thinking probably, now that I'm really holding him, I'm thinking probably 6.5 pounds. This tiny scale really isn't meant for a decent sized fish. If I catch anything bigger than this, I'll have to weigh it in the net. 6.11 pounds. 6.11. Still a super nice fish. Let's put him back. See you, dude. There he goes. Maybe it was just the way he was hooked, but that fish fought like a dang 10 pounder. Also, I'm trying new paddle tails right now. These are the Rapala Crush Cities, like Jacob Wheeler's series. Just because they were really the only, I went shopping at Academy and they were really like the only paddle tail they had. And they are weak as heck. They are like the lowest quality plastic paddle tails I've ever used. They tear out insanely easy. One fish on that thing and it's unusable. Really sucks because they look awesome. I think I just got hit. Y'all, I just got hit right through there. Wonder if he hit one of the dummies. Got one. Had one, no longer. I wonder if he got one of the hookless ones. Didn't feel big. That was probably like a white bass or a largemouth or a spot or something. Snag. Oh, please don't lose my A-rig. Please. Guys, I think I'm about to lose my A-rig. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank God. Got one. Got one, guys. Oh, he came off. Oh my gosh, that was a good fish. Oh my gosh, that was a really good fish. That was a striper. I cannot be too mad because I have not lost any big ones so far. So that's my first good sized striper that I lost. I've caught 5 and I've lost 1. That's not a bad ratio. I cannot be mad about that. Sucks losing a good fish, but I cannot be mad about that. 5 to 1. Okay, this is the furthest I've been up to the plant. One of these times I'm gonna go fish on that yellow fishing platform right above the discharge. That looks like a cool spot. Like all the way up there on the fishing platform. The only reason I haven't done that yet is because you kind of need like a hoop net, just because you're like 6 feet above the water. So if you hook a big striper, the only way to land it really is with like a hoop net, or I guess a really long handled net, which I mean, I have a long handled net, but it's not as big as this net. Like this net right here is a lot bigger than my other net that has a way longer handle. And that 22-pound striper I caught was like, I mean, I could fit one a little bigger than that in here, but like if I hook a 22-pounder, there's no way it's gonna fit in that smaller net I have. So if I did go fish up there and I hook a 22-pounder or bigger, I mean, shoot, the state record is like 65 pounds. I gotta leave relatively soon because I do have to work a half day today. Okay, I'm gonna try the single paddle tail for a second. So this is the same paddle tail that I caught the bigs on, but with a different jig head. I think that jig head looks absolutely sick. I got this with a 20-pound fluoro leader on 15-pound braid. Wouldn't it be absolutely sweet to hook a big striper on a spinning rod like this? But yeah, I'm just gonna yo-yo this, fish it slower, fish it deeper. I'm really scared to do that with the A-rig because I don't wanna lose 30 bucks in one cast. I mean, I've already lost 2 A-rigs out here. Got one. What is that, smallie? Largie? Oh, it's a spot. That is a fat spotted bass. I mean, he's not big, but he's just chunky. He freaking smoked it too. Absolutely smoked it. Thanks for biting, dude. Yeah, that's the thing about these warm water discharges is it's not just striper. They attract all sorts of fish. I caught a smallie here, spot, white bass striper. What else? I'm sure there's big catfish swimming around in there. There's another one. That's a good fish. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. That might be a little striper, a big bass. What is that? What is that? Oh, I literally just said there's catfish in there. I was just saying that. Guys, that's hilarious timing. That is absolutely hilarious timing. I was literally just saying there's catfish swimming around in there, and then 3 seconds later I hook a catfish. Don't think I would have caught that guy on the A-rig. Man, that's funny timing, y'all. Nice little channel cat. Thanks for biting, dude. Probably 2.5 pounds or so. There he goes. Guys, that's hilarious timing. That is freaking hilarious timing. First time I've mentioned anything about catfish today, and then boom, hook a catfish. What else? I'm sure there's big catfish swimming around in there. There's another one. That's a good fish. Oh my gosh. Now we gotta get a flathead. I've never caught a flathead. Well, technically I did catch one in a net one time. I netted this thing that was floating on the surface. I think it was having like swim bladder problems. but I've never caught a flathead on a hook and line. Or actually, you know what, blue cats too. I've never caught a blue cat. But blue cats look very similar to channel cats, so I'm really not excited about catching one. Versus like a flathead, I mean, it would be cool to catch a, what? That was line. I mean, it would be cool to catch a blue cat, don't get me wrong, like I would like to, but like I would really like to catch a flathead. I'm not like super stoked about the chance of catching a blue cat. It's just like, oh yeah, that'd be neat. Y'all, this is like the snaggiest jig head ever because it kind of like shovels itself down like that. It's got that pointed nose. It kind of like digs itself down into the rocks. But it looks freaking sweet. And it would probably be awesome if you were like vertical jigging under your boat. But as far as casting, retrieving, especially in a rocky area, it is not the best. Last cast. Sun is officially out and on the water. I don't think the striper are gonna bite anymore. I need to get out of here anyway because I'm getting pretty hungry and I still gotta work like a half day today. And always, after you say last cast, you gotta do one more. You just can't not do a last cast, last cast. All right guys, well that's gonna do it for me today. Overall wasn't too bad. I mean, I got one nice striper that like, was it like 6.5 pounds? I lost a striper that felt a little bigger. And then I caught 3 other species, a spot, personal best white bass, and channel catfish. So really not that bad, especially for the middle of winter. As far as weather goes, it was kind of an awesome day out. It's like 42 right now, which I mean, the last few times I was here is below freezing. So this is super nice. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed, please do me a favor and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.